Hello, my dear children. Today we are going to turn a new leaf from the 8th standard NCRT. That is first lesson. How the camel got his hump. This is very fun story, and the lesson was written by Rudyard Kipling. So many characters may come, and they are depicting some moral values also. Here, some animals like horse, dog, ox, and the camel, they are playing a different role over there. Everybody, we are aware that in the beginning means the world had just begun. That time, almost all the animals were working for humans, and the man was very dominant person at that time. Almost all the animals they would listen the man's advice here. At the same time, one animal which was very lazy, it was not listening, just it could repeat only one word, hump. And because of that hump, the story has taken serious turn here. It's an imagined story. According to the writer, the camel was not having hump at the initial stage. Afterwards, due to its idle, due to its laziness, someone has cursed, someone has punished, and this is the reason the camel got its hump. So here we are going to learn how it got its hump. Now we are directly dive into the chapter. In the beginning, that time the world was new. Animals were beginning to work for man. Everything was fine because man has assigned almost all equal the work to all the animals. But suddenly what happened? A camel, it was very lazy. It was not able to fulfill man's dreams here. Just it lived in the middle of the desert. The reason its intention not to work. It was spending the time by only eating sticks, thorns, and prickles. If someone would come and would request, please do the work and help us, that time it would reply only one word, hum. And this is the reason almost all the animals they became so much unhappy by listening the word hum. In the lesson, first one, the horse came on Monday morning with a saddle on his back, and it called, Camel, oh camel, come out and trot like the rest of us. That time the camel replied only one word, hum, and this is the reason horse went away and told the man that it was not doing the work. And next, dog also came with a stick in his mouth, and it also repeated the same, camel, oh camel, come and fetch like carry like the rest of us. That time same reply by the camel, hump. And the third one in the form of ox also came with yoke on his neck and said, camel, oh camel, and flow like the rest of us. All these three animals, their intention is only one, that the camel should work with us. But the camel couldn't listen any words here. This is the reason all three animals became unhappy, and they decided we want to complain against the camel. That's the reason they have decided here. At the end of the day, the man called all these animals here. And that time, horse, dog, and the ox together gathered. They are, actually almost all these animals, they were very excited. The man may give positive note according to our wish. And that time, the man started. That time, man started to speak here, and he told, three, oh three, I'm very sorry for you that hump think in the desert, it cannot work. And that's the reason what you have to do here, he would have been here by now, so I am going to leave him alone. I will not tell anything, any work to him here. That's the reason what you have to do, you must work double time to make up for it here. Means here you must do the work. Okay, yes, you have to work double so that they compensate camel's work here. And by listening, the man's decision here, all these animals, they became so much angry and they were not happy with the man's decision. That's the reason they held a panchayat on the edge of the desert. Maybe the camel could come there, we would request. They have decided the same thing was happened here. Whenever they gathered that time, what happened, the camel came chewing curd, and they started to laugh. And here, whatever they were telling to do the work, it could not listen, and the camel said once again hum, and it went away again here. And this is the reason, the dog, the horse, and the ox, all they were not happy with the camel, the way of attitude here. And finally they have decided, okay, they wanted to complain against the camel. That's the reason they have decided here, the master who is the in charge here, in charge of the all desert is none other jinn. We want to complain here, so we want a solutions for this problem here. That's the reason all they have gathered and they have started the journey towards the jinn here. They started to talk with the jinn here. First one, horse started that here. It asked the first question, it is right for anyone to be idle, means a lazy here. That time Jin replied, no, everybody must active. Should not and be, certainly not this one. That time, the horse continued here, but we want to complain one thing, that here there is a thing in the middle of your desert with a long neck and long legs, and he has not done a stroke of work since Monday morning. He was not helping us here. That's the reason we are very unhappy the behavior of the camel here. And as soon as the jinn listened this one here, and he told, what does he say about it? Whenever you will go and you will request it, what it was reply? That time ox replied, it was the camel only telling the hump here. That's the reason we are very sorry to listen those again and again the same word here. It was not coming to help with us here. And by listening jinn here, he replied, nothing to worry. Okay, I listened the complaint here. Now I will go directly and I will have a word with the camel, and I will hum, means here, if he will not listen my word, I will punish him. I will give a curse also here. Nothing to worry. I will go and I will have a word with it here. Give some minutes to talk with that one here. And finally, it started to roll towards the desert where the camel was. Just what is called as yes, it started to roll, and where he found the camel. The camel was just looking its own reflection in the pool of water.